es que yo facture más que ustedes sin necesidad de andar como esclavos. ¿Capichi?
A few moments later.
Estoy en peligro de muerte en United States.
What It Look Like TV.
I am back. What it do, baby?
YouTube's own Varnell Hill.
Did you miss me?
We back with another one, man. I'm gonna need you to hit the like, the subscribe button, all the things the YouTubers tell you to do that for me. But on this one, we're gonna get into this cocky behind immigrant that got the run in his mouth on TikTok and bit off a little bit too much more than he can chew. Let's get over and see his story, and then we'll come back and we'll chop it up a little bit.
A Venezuelan national dubbed the migrant influencer is at the center of controversy this morning. He has been using TikTok to coach migrants how to live in the U.S. by taking advantage of laws protecting squatters. Hannah Doba reports.
You already done crossed the line.
Una casa en United States.
In his most recent controversial TikTok video, Moreno is telling his followers to avoid living on the streets in the United States. They can, quote, invade empty homes and live there, saying under U.S. law, if a house is uninhabited, it can be seized, referring to squatting rights in our country.
Stop it right there. If you gonna come here and you plan on working hard and chasing the American dream just like all of us, and you plan on doing it the right way by getting your paperwork and so forth and so on, I have nothing against you coming here. But if you plan to come here in a move like this right here,
tensions escalating on the Texas border. Dramatic new video shows a struggle between Border Patrol and migrants in El Paso. The video shows dozens of migrants pulling aside a razor wire fence, then pushing their way past a handful of Border Patrol agents. The migrants were eventually stopped a short time later by a steel fence, where border agents and Texas DPS contained the situation and processed the 400 to 600 migrants.
I can't support it. If you plan to come here and you want to take advantage of the system, I can't support it. If you think you're going to come here and you're going to, and I want y'all to remember this. I want y'all to remember exactly how tough he was and how he was saying all this stuff with his chest.
Una casa en United States.
If this is your plan to come here and you think you're just going to take advantage of us, think you better think twice, think again. Rehash your plan a little bit.
Video garnered almost 4 million views.
As we have more migrants,
so he got paid
cities,
off that.
More homelessness. We are going to see more of it, more squatting.
James Burling is a property rights attorney.
But they're talking about all the advantages that you can get from squatting. It's inevitable that it's going to increase.
In past videos, the illegal...
We're going to have to do something about these squatting laws. Squatting laws are some of the dumbest laws ever. You mean to tell me if I trespass illegally long enough, I become the legal inhabitant, like I signed a lease. But in order to sign a lease, I have to give you at least 2 to 3 months rent as a down payment. But I could forego that if I could just sneak in there and I could trespass and break the law long enough for the law to make it legal. It makes absolutely no sense. What are y'all doing? It makes no sense.
Migrant bragged that he came to the United States to vacation and now lives off U.S. taxpayers because he had a child in this country. He also tells his followers that he waits for Americans' hard-earned pension checks to come in every month. In another video, he is urging fellow Venezuelans to pay the fines of a 15-year-old migrant who allegedly shot a tourist in Times Square, saying, quote, today it could be him, tomorrow it could be one of you. But this recent video on squatting is making...
And before we go any further, he took that one real far, protecting that migrant that violated that cop in New York and was totally in the wrong. There's no way that you're an illegal, you come into another country and you do that to a police officer. It's no justification. You supposed to leave that alone. He tried to go on this. It's just a young child. He made a mistake. He didn't know no better. Nah, nobody gets a pass for that.
Headlines as Moreno tells his comrades that if they fix up an abandoned home that is deteriorated or in bad condition, they can get credits when the properties are sold. While Burling says that is not the case, the misinformation is now out there.
Well, I think publicity, like what we're seeing in TikTok and viral videos of that nature, are going to magnify the idea that squatting is an alternative to not having enough housing.
So it's not just good enough to be here for free, be here illegally, because how he ended up here was he came up here from El Salvador for a quick visit. He was only supposed to be here 30 days before he had to check in, but he ended up not checking in and just going on a run, just saying screw it. His TikTok started doing good. He started making money off TikTok, becoming an influencer. Then he just decided to turn around and tell America to kiss his behind and talk about how foolish we are because he ended up having a baby here. And I guess they're getting a lot of welfare and a lot of help. And to him, he's living like a king. So he's going to influence everybody else to come over here and try to game the system and take advantage of us. But where he went wrong at in his arrogance, he started buying a whole bunch of weaponry. Whole bunch of big weaponry too. And he started flaunting it on Instagram and started taunting a lot of people. And then the idiot was dumb enough to talk about he could show whatever he want and he could buy whatever he want because of his Second Amendment rights. Yeah, that's right. That's right. An illegal immigrant in the United States, someone that is not a citizen, someone whose whole TikTok and social media platform is involving him not being a citizen and taking advantage of the system, is going to talk about his rights as a citizen. This is crazy. You can't make this up. But him running around, running his mouth, taunting everybody, got them boys involved. The ATF, the feds, the U.S. government.
See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Now we got my man out here looking like this.
En peligro de muerte en United States. Necesito protección en Estados Unidos. Me están persiguiendo. Me han bloqueado mi cuenta y mi cuenta aparece de secciones abiertas en Nueva York. Y yo no estoy en Nueva York. Mi gente, necesito que estén pendientes de lo que está pasando. Porque mi familia corre peligro. Corre mucho peligro, muchachos. Me borraron la cuenta de TikTok y la otra también. He recibido muchas amenazas de gente poderosa, muchachos. Muchachos, ayuda, por favor. Mi familia está en peligro. Muchachos, por favor, ayúdenme. Es increíble, muchachos, pero sí. Hay gente detrás buscándome. Y quiere hacerme daño. Y a mi familia.
Nobody wants to hear your cries, fam. You was talking crazy. We all remember the beginning of the video. Y'all remember the beginning of the video? When he had his chest out and he was talking all crazy?
De andar como esclavos. Capichi, esa es la diferencia tuya y mía. Que yo siempre voy a hacer dinero sin mucho...
Now we...
En peligro de muerte en United States.
If you ask me, I feel no sorrow for this guy. I think he's getting exactly what he deserved. They caught him, locked him up. I don't know where he at now, but I hope he learned the lesson, and I hope everybody else out there that was watching this TikTok and getting any ideas from him learned the lesson that if you're going to come over here and you're going to live an honest life, we all for it. But if you want to come over here and try to take advantage and then try to play us all like we some just dumb Americans and you the genius.
I'm stupid, you're smart. I was wrong, you were right. You're the best, I'm the worst.
Yeah, we getting you up out of here, man. Y'all tell me how you feel about it in the comment section. If you done made it to this point in the video, you are my MVP.
It was a stone groove, my man.
I'm out of here.